Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our pay to win account and we are looking at the Infernal Fortress, which is the brand new Hypogean tower that is up right now. So a lot of players have really noted that it is the Lucretia tower. So I just wanted to run through the heroes that we have here in the Hypogean faction and really prioritizing those heroes that you're going to build for the tower specifically. These are not the campaign heroes that you're going to be running through stages, through the level deficiencies, but these are the ones specifically for the tower, which, just like most of us have said, it is going to be the Lucretia tower. The stronger that you can build her, plus 30 signature item, definitely a very, very big necessity when it comes to going through this tower, as well as the furniture. 3 of 9 is good, but her 9 of 9 is absolutely amazing because the Hellfire ability is now permanent. It will no longer disappear, meaning you can really maximize her damage within that tower. Now, the next hero that we look on the list, again, this is specifically for the tower, is Mortis. Mortis doesn't really take a big investment. You don't need a high-level signature item. You don't even need his furniture built. The really big thing that he is going to do is bring this empowerment buff to Lucretia. Allies are granted 40% of their attack rating and 40 attack speed points, which is exactly what we want to do. This tower is going to be really focused on, until we get more Hypogean heroes, on buffing up Lucretia, really allowing her to cheese like we've seen her through the campaign because of the absolute crazy amount of damage that she can do within there. So again, guys, number 2, running in the tower, building Mortis. You only have to really have him at probably Elite Plus is the recommended, because at Elite Plus, he can still be effective and still live in the Twisted Realm, but you can utilize him in the Abyssal Expedition as well, which is very important when it comes to the hero. Third one that I put in here is Leah Frick. The big reason for him is, of course, right here with the signature item. When he uses that Hellworm's ability, they shall receive 35% more damage. So this, again, can be a massive boost to the damage that Lucretia is taking. So if the enemies are doing or are receiving 35% more damage, that is going to, again, allow Lucretia to go ahead and burn through those enemies very, very fast. In addition, if she is taking too much damage as a support class, he can actually ult and put this up just as a distraction to limit the damage that Lucretia is going to taking, allowing her to live. So remember, when Lucretia gets stronger within the other heroes die. So we're not focused on some of the heroes you might think that are going to increase the survivability of the team, because that is not how she works. So next one we look at is Aziz. Really looking at his skills and abilities, he has a attack rating reduction, again allowing Lucretia to live. He has a recovery, so he is a energy battery, recovers 50 energy points every 3 seconds, which is really powerful. Plus the big one right here with Horrify, they are canceling the ultimate ability, again increasing the amount of time and the survivability aspect of Lucretia. But the big one right here is the Feeble Mind. Now, why is this a really big one? Because you can stack heroes together with this, especially if you have the exclusive furniture. So if you build his 9 of 9, it actually hits the farthest front line and back line enemies to fall under the control. They group up very, very nicely to go right into his fissure ability. But in addition, again, looking at Lucretia and looking at her Hellfire ability, it is a massive ability, especially with the Twin Tears, that she does AoE damage, which can be absolutely destroying with Aziz stacking all those enemies together. Her ultimate ability right here, afterwards, each time she uses her ultimate ability, she deals 320% AoE damage to nearby enemies. So you can actually use Aziz to put all of those heroes together. Even if Aziz dies out very quickly, they will still gain some of the health there as well, even when he dies with, I believe it's his furniture, or maybe it's the signature item, but they will continue to gain energy once he dies, which I'm trying to see where it shows. 40 energy points. Allies recover 50, and teammates are able to regain energy after his death. It is less effective, but that's okay because you can still stack damage from his death on Lucretia and still getting that energy recovery when it comes to Lucretia as well. Next one I would place would be Kazard, just because of the massive crowd control effect that he has. With a crowd control effect, again, allowing Lucretia to stack up the heroes with disease, but allowing her to AoE and actually burn down those heroes really, really quick. Plus, most negative debuffs against targets, which are currently affecting all enemies on the battlefield by 60%. So increasing the debuff effects, which is very strong when it comes to this team. Next one we look at is Mahira. Her crowd control aspect is really strong. That mesmerize ability for 5 seconds. If you couple her mesmerize ability with the effects of Kazard, it can actually extend it quite a bit, allowing her to do a massive, long crowd control effect. Her signature item, very strong as well. If at full health, any excess healing ability or effects that Mahira receives will be converted into energy, which is another strong attribute of her. Then we get into our last two guys. Mizoth. Big thing with Mizoth is, one, he has crowd control, but Mizoth is a pure tank and he does quite a bit of damage. But with him being a pure tank, remember, going back to Lucretia, we want the enemies to die after buffing Lucretia, after providing crowd control. Mizoth is very strong. Mizoth actually has a significant amount of survivability, so he will often live longer in battle, not buffing Lucretia as soon as we want. Which brings us to our final hero, which is Zollrath. When Zollrath takes a certain amount of damage, he's very strong, but the thing is, again, going back to Lucretia and the heroes dying, is once he takes a significant amount of damage, he will actually leave the battlefield before he dies. So Lucretia is not going to get that cheese benefit, that 50% buff from the hero dying, because he is not going to be there to die, because he's going to take off in the battle. So guys, that is it for the Hypogean heroes. We're pretty limited, but again, Lucretia is going to be the main cheese for pretty much any stage. I can see players pushing a ton through this tower, picking up those Stargazer cards, using her in correlation with Mortis there to buff her up even stronger. We have the debuffs there from Leah Frick, as well as some of the distraction that he brings. Then Aziz, the mana battery, the crowd control, stacking everybody together for that AoE, again, specifically for the tower. Then we have Kazard, we have Mahira, Mizoth, and of course Zollrath to round out the faction. So again, guys, these are specifically for the tower. It is going to be the absolute Lucretia cheese tower. The stronger that you can get her, the stronger that you can build her, the further you're going to progress within this tower. I want to see if down the road Lilith is going to throw anything out of the ordinary in there, or if it is just honestly going to be Lucretia going through the entire tower. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.